Hello guys, welcome to another episode on becoming a software developer. In this episode, we'll be talking about choosing your path. What type of developer should you be? One of the main and most important thing in your software development journey is choosing the right path, knowing the type of developer you really want to be. So I would say there are three main parts in software when you want to become a software developer. Well, no, I would say there are four main parts basically. So we have the front-end developer, we have the back-end developer, we have the mobile app developer, and then we have the full stack developer. So front-end developer are people who build the front-end parts of an application. So I'll use Gmail as an example. The version of Gmail which you can access via your browser like Google Chrome and every other browser you are using is basically developed by the front-end developers. So every part you can see on that web version of the Gmail is developed by the front-end developer. I mean the visual parts, the visual representation. You clicked on this, it take you to this. You click on this, it take you to another page. All the pages you are seeing on that particular web version of Gmail is developed by who? By front-end developer. And then we also have the back-end developer, which they basically handle all the back-end doings of the Gmail application. When you click on new mail and then you send the mail, it went straight to another recipient. They received the mail. All those calls, all those sending of the mail is basically handled by an API, which the API is basically developed by a backend developer. Yeah, so the web version of the Gmail cannot actually work without backend developing all the necessary APIs needed for it to function well. At the point of when you click on inbox, it loads out all the inbox, all the email, all the mails you have in your inbox. There is actually an API fetching that from the server and rendering it for you to see. So the so-called web version of the Gmail cannot work perfectly without consuming all the endpoint the backend has already developed for it to work perfectly. So, and also backend don't just write APIs, they don't just focus solely on API. There are some other things they also do. Basically they manage the database and also some server related things. So I've talked about front end, I've talked about backend. Now we'll move to mobile app. So now I talked about web version of the Gmail. We also have the mobile version of the Gmail, which is developed by who? By mobile app developers. So as we have a front-end developer developing the web version of it, we also have the mobile app developer developing the mobile version of it. So basically how it works is mobile app developer will also consume the same endpoints the front-end developer is consuming, which is developed by the back-end developer. The mobile app can also not work without consuming the endpoints the backend developer has already developed for it to function well. So we have the front-end developer, we have the backend developer, we have the mobile app developer that developed the mobile version of all the application, which you can basically access on your phone, download from different store, Apple Store, Play Store, and every other thing. The last part I'll be talking about is full stack developer. As we have a front-end developer, we have a back-end developer, we have a full stack developer, we have a mobile app developer. So who are full stack developers? Basically, full stack developer are people who write both front-end, back-end, and probably mobile app. So if you write both front-end, you write both back-end, you can call yourself a full stack developer. I mean, you must be good at it before you call yourself a full stack developer, because full stack developer can basically develop both the front end of an application, back end of an application by themselves without the help of any other person. So if you can do that, you can basically categorize yourself as a full stack developer. Also, it's a plus if you also know how to write a mobile app. And I also say mobile app developers and also backend developer, if you can develop a mobile app and you can also develop a backend, you are still basically a full stack developer to me. So that's that about that. Now you can see it is very crucial for you to know the path you want to follow in your software development journey. Do you really want to be a front-end developer, or you want to be a back-end developer, or you want to be a mobile app developer, or you want to be a full stack developer? That question is basically left for you to answer. What type of developer do you want to be? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and also share for your friends that really need to start this software development journey. See you guys in the next video.